Hello and welcome to Women Empowerment Edition Impact for Change. The purpose for the podcast is to provide the space and discuss different topics that can inspire people and make an impact in people's life. Now, today's topic is a part of a solo series that I have started it. So, today topic is about accepting yourself and how many of us are finding challenges accepting who we are. Accepting ourselves is about embracing who we are, embracing all the aspects of our life, our whether like bad, good, the positive, the negative, the strength, the weakness, the all the aspects without judgment. And a lot of us, we tend to judge ourselves quite a lot, and we tend to reject who we are quite a lot, and we tend to doubt ourselves as well, especially when we go through a setbacks, when we go through a challenge, when we go through failure, we tend to beat ourselves up to the end where we end up losing our self-confidence, and we don't feel loved anymore. So accepting yourself is basically you accepting everything about you. Everything about you. Doesn't matter, you can't include everything about you, that you are accepting it, you are embracing it, and you're happy with it. It's about recognizing your worth and value, even when you are facing challenges and making mistakes. As a human being, especially women, when we make mistakes, we tend to beat ourselves up. We tend to feel guilty, and some of us feel shamed as well. But when you accept yourself, when you accept that you're not perfect, when you accept that setback is a part of your journey, failure is a part of your journey, maybe pain also is a part of your journey. And that what I realized over the years. I used to reject myself. When I look in the mirror, I used to hate myself. I used to hate the person that is in the mirror. Over the years, I gradually started to fall in love of who I am and embrace it, and embrace the bad, the good, the ugly, my weakness, my strength. I embrace it, and it is a part of my journey. It is a part of your journey. So by accepting yourself, is you will have that not only sense of peace, but you know who you are, you know your strength, you know your weakness, you know what you're capable of. When you embrace yourself, you acknowledge both the positive and the negative side of you. You need to treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Many of us don't do that. I used to beat ourselves. I used to hate myself. Being gentle and kind to yourself, it is a part of being, the journey of you accepting yourself. Because self-acceptance is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Very important for you, not only your well-being, but for your happiness. It can foster the sense of peace, it helps you reduce self-criticism and allows you to, for personal growth and positive changes. When you accept yourself for who you are, you will open the door for growth, for opportunities. But you need to stop that self-criticism, because that self-criticism can destroy yourself, can destroy your self-confidence, destroy your self-esteem. And as a woman and as an individual, we criticize ourselves quite a lot. We do criticize ourselves to the point where it becomes so hard for us to see who we are. When we stop that self-criticism, we open the doors for self-growth. You will be able to see what you are lacking, or what you need to change, or what you need in your life, and you end up seeking that thing, which will end up and which will create that positive change in your life. When you accept yourself, you are likely to feel more confident, when I start accepting myself, the level of confidence start to rise up. Talk to yourself, positive self-talk. You will feel secure because you know who you are. You know your capabilities. You stop listening to the other voices, the voices that are outside, and even the voices that are inside your head. So many of us, we listen to the voices that are inside our heads, and in the environment and what other think. We care so much, but we don't care about ourselves. The question is, when you look in the mirror, do you love that person that you see in the mirror? When you look in the mirror, do you say to yourself, I love you for who you are. I accept you for who you are. It is so difficult. It's so easy. It's so easy to criticize, to have that self-negative talk, to have that self-negative thoughts. But it's so difficult to encourage ourselves. Sit down and think, when is the last time you have encouraged yourself? When is the last time you talk positive into your life? When is the last time you felt contained, you felt happy about yourself? When is the last time when you made a mistake, you said, it's okay, you become that gentle towards yourself? When is the last time? If you tell me it's been like a month ago, or it's been like a week ago, or it's been like a year ago, you've got to pause. You have got to pause and think, rethink about your life, rethink about you, rethink about the level of acceptance. Because even the self-acceptance has got levels. Sometimes you accept you, yeah, I accept myself, yes, but when something happened, immediately you end up beating yourself up. But when you accept yourself fully, you don't care of who says what. Even if it's that person, you or your thoughts, you will encourage yourself. When you accept yourself, you will start seeing life from different perspective. You will start building healthy relationships. You will start seeing people for who they are, not for what they lack. It's so easy to judge the person, and it's so easy for other people to judge us as well. But when you have that self-acceptance, you will end up have a healthy relationship. A relationship that out of judgment, not only relationship with other people, but with yourself. You will start building that relationship with yourself. You will start become your best friend. You will start being happy about who you are. When you accept yourself, you will be able to navigate any challenges with resilience, because you know your strength, you know your weakness, you know what you need to improve. You need to embrace the personal growth, because when you accept yourself, you will start seeing things that within you that you might want to change. Maybe in this area, maybe in that area. And you will start seeing things from different angle, because that is what when I start accepting myself, I saw life completely from different angle. I start attracting different people that from the people that is from my circle. My social circle has been changed because just because I accepted myself. When I accept myself, I put boundaries. That is what you will see. When you accept yourself, you will be able to see clearly who is worth to be in your social circle and who is not. That is what self-acceptance is. Because we around people that constantly push us toward changing, but that change might not be the change that we want. I remember the people that I used to be around, they used to make me do stuff that is according to them, that suits them, not me. It's not helping me grow. It's not helping me finding who I am and finding what I want. Now, so many of us might ask, how can I cultivate that self-acceptance? How can I start really accept myself? The first thing you need to do, challenge your negative self-talk. How many of us today, we talk negative about ourselves, to ourselves, that can be very helpful, very not helpful, very damaging. And it is easy for us to encourage others, but we fail to encourage ourselves. It's easy to say positive things to other people. encourage them, always saying positive, 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 but to others, but not us. Why you don't give that to yourself? Why you don't start talking positive to yourself? Because when you challenge that negative self-talk, you replace the self-criticism with the positive ones, and you will have that self-compassion. You will start have that self-compassion toward yourself. Identify your positive qualities. Now, it's not easy for many of us to recognize our positive qualities, positive attributes, what we are good at. But once you identify your positive attributes, you focus on your strength. You focus about what makes you unique, what makes you you. Practice mindfulness. That's what I used to do in a daily basis. Until now, I do it as well. I continue doing it. Practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment. How many of us we keep chasing the future? We keep chasing tomorrow. We forget about the present. We forget to enjoy the moment. We forget to enjoy our present time. So be mindfulness of your thoughts, of your positive, the words that are coming out of your mouth. Be present in the moment, and you need to observe very careful your thoughts, your feelings without judgment, because when you try to get rid of that negative thoughts, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It will become like a habit. You replace, once negative thoughts come, you replace them with the positive ones. But that is a habit. When you start doing it consciously, it will help you later. Then you will start doing subconsciously later on. But that won't be happening if you don't practice mindfulness. If you're not aware of what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're doing, your behavior, your actions, you're not going to be able to recognize that. The other thing is, be kind. Be kind to yourself. It's so easy to give kindness and be kind to other people. So easy. And we empathize with them, we sympathize with them, we be present for them, we be there. But we neglect to do that to ourselves. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion, same love, same understanding, the same way that you would do for your loved ones. Look how you treat your loved ones and give that to yourself. Because now, being kind to ourselves, it becomes challenging. It becomes challenging because we are in a habit of just having that negative self-talk, talking negative, judging ourselves, beating ourselves. But when you pause for a moment, you will realize, you will be present, you will be kind toward yourself. Even if it's that thought, negative thoughts come in your head, telling you You shouldn't have done this, you shouldn't have done that, and the guilt start. Immediately replace that with the positive ones, and be kind, be gentle. Seek support. How many of us, we go through so much and we say, oh, I can deal with it by myself, I'm okay with it by myself, I'm alright by myself. Seek support, because when you seeking support, that helps you understand yourself. It helps you deal with that situation in a better way. Talk to your loved one, talk to your friend, to your therapist, to the counselor. Talk to them about your struggles, about the challenges you are facing in a day-to-day lives. Don't be afraid to share your emotions and show that vulnerability, that side of you. Because when you accept yourself, you will show that side with you, because you accept that you are a human being, you're not a robot. You're a human being, and as a part of a human being, you are vulnerable. And don't pile everything inside you, because once that emotion explodes, you will end up hating yourself more. You will end up judging yourself more. So find someone that you can rely to, someone that you can speak to, someone that you can know they can help you. Even if they don't share any advice, at least they can listen to you. Because sometimes as a human being, that's what all we need, somebody to listen to us. We don't need somebody who judges us. We don't need somebody who's gonna maybe tell us advice sometimes. But we need someone who can listen to us, listen to about what we go through, empathize with us, sympathize with us. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness can play a huge role when it comes to self-acceptance. Huge role, because you cannot accept yourself if you are having that resentment, that hatred toward yourself. You cannot accept yourself. So you need to forgive yourself for your past mistake and learn that you are a human being. Learn from your mistakes. Let go of your past mistakes and focus on learning from them, because only from learning from your past mistakes, it will allow you to move forward. It helps you for that growth that you need. When you look back to learn, not to judge yourself, because that is what you need. Celebrate your progress. That is a huge thing, because when we do stuff, when we accomplish something, we don't pause and think about celebrating what we have accomplished, even if it's the smallest steps. Celebrate. Have that sense of fulfillment, sense of achievement. Celebrate the smallest progress, because that really can help you out towards accepting who you are and have that self-acceptance. Love who you are. Fall in love with who truly you are. Today, as Oprah said, date yourself. Yeah, date yourself. We tend to get to know our partner so much, we end up forgetting to know ourselves. go back and rediscover yourself from the beginning, from the start. Discover who you are. Discover the true you. Discover the core essence. Discover the thing that makes you unique. Fall madly in love of who you are. Because when you fall in love with madly with who you are, you will be able to accept who you are. And that can help you move forward to achieve anything in life. Until then, bye-bye.